Hello captains and welcome to the stream. My name is Serge, Pilot Club 6, and this morning we are continuing our TPC Charters Airline flights in Embraer E190. Today's flight is brought to you by thepilotclub.org for group flights, activities, flight school, VATSIM training, virtual airline, and more. Check out thepilotclub.org. Alright, so here we are on the ground at Kilo November India Papa. That's Jacksonville, Florida, Jacksonville Naval Air Station, where we landed here yesterday. And we are going to be flying to Kilo November Juliet Whiskey. That's Meridian in Mississippi. That's Joe Williams Airport. We got 73 passengers on the manifest and a little bit of cargo. So let's go ahead and jump into the flight deck and get things going. So we'll go to our EFB. Got things set up here already. We'll get the flight plan linked up through our dispatch. That's looking good there. Jacksonville Naval Air Station, Williams. I don't know what it stands for here. Williams Naval Outlying Landing Field. Interesting. Alright, 73 passengers. We're going to cruise at 38,000. Here's our aircraft. Everything checks out. I'm going to go here. We did our preliminary inspection already, so we'll go ahead and turn the batteries on. No smoking signs, and can turn on emergency lights. Can also turn on nav. And then we'll go here to departure and we'll start boarding. So real time is going to take 17 minutes, so we got to get going. Alright, let's go here, see if we have the GPU. It's been kind of funky lately in some of these airports. Okay, it worked this time, so we're okay. Alright, we'll go here. Wait for our screens to come on. Put the transponder in standby. We did get a squawk code. It is 6705. Alright, that looks good. We need our CTAF frequency. You can find that on the chart there. 12515. 12515. 1228 here. 1228 here.
Free zone. It was placed only under the seats in front of you, leaving space on the shelves for large hand luggage. Please do not place luggage in the aisles or in the area of emergency exits. Passengers sitting in emergency rows are asked to ensure that their hand luggage is placed on the shelves during takeoff and landing, leaving the floor clear of any objects. Please activate airplane mode on electronic devices with network connectivity. Charging electronic devices is prohibited, and if you notice any irregularities in their operation, please contact the onboard crew immediately. At the same time,
we're gonna go to route. Database is good.
And using e-cigarettes is prohibited. Thank you for your attention.
Going to Kilo November Juliet Whiskey. TPC6 is our call sign. Sebi, hello, good morning, welcome to the stream, thank you for stopping by. Alright, we'll send it here. Meanwhile, auto brake can go to RTO. Alright, flight plan is received. We'll go to data link and apply active. And while we're here, set up our screen. Alright, so our departure is going to be on runway 28. And our arrival is going to be 14. That looks good. Evans is our first fix. Alright, we'll go here, put runway 28. It is dry, flaps to departure, and we will calculate. Go to manifest, and we'll send to MCDU. Let the first officer do his thing. While he does that, let's engage yaw damper. Let's check the weather there. Alright, no weather for NIP. That's interesting. Okay, what's the closest one there? Wind's calm, it says, so alright. 29er, 9er, 4. Yeah, we're okay with that. Uh, 128, 132, 128, 132, trim 3.3. Oof. .3. We'll go here, take off in it. Runway heading for us is going to be 275. Wind calm. $18.22. Huh. Actually, let me look at the weather here. Wind 225 at 1. Alright, cruise winds. Let's get that from our operational flight plan. $307,025. $74 here. $78 for cruise. $78 for descent. Takeoff 2, flex 2 is on, FMS takeoff. 1822, that's weird. What's it giving us here? Much higher. Let me send to MCDU again, see if we can override this. Alright, meanwhile, Got about 10 minutes until departure. We can start our tracking here. Okay, we need to get let's see if that works. Judy Carr not available. Lola Williams not available. Okay, so we need one pilot, one more crew, one pilot or co-pilot rather, and one flight attendant. I guess they've reached their duty cycle, so let's replace the crew here. Co-pilot, get the co-pilot, and get another flight attendant. Pretty full flight today, somewhat full. Alright, so Jennifer, let's see if that'll work. Yep, that's working. Alright, we'll go back here. 2832, takeoff in it. Okay. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Everything's looking good now. Rotated 132. Alright. Flight plan looks good. Somewhat. Let me look at it. Yeah, that looks okay. Evans is the first fix. Alright, sweet. So now we'll put our altitude. I'm just going to put our final 38. Alright, that looks good. Our heading is 275. Okay, that looks good. We'll engage our FMS speeds. That looks good. Alright, let's go to ground. We're done with rear stairs. Done with our catering and loading. And we can get rid of this. And we'll do our fire extinguisher test. Looks good. We'll start the APU. Let's see what else we need. We have our DVR test. Alright, that looks good. Sweet. Let's get some charts. We'll get this chart here. We need a taxi chart. And that's it. Hey Aman, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by, appreciate it. Alright, so everything's looking good here. We'll close the door. Alright, APU's online, so we can get rid of the GPU. Good. Alright, we're almost ready to go. So let's go over the briefing here. Let's go over the flight. Again, we're flying from Jacksonville Naval Air Station, Kilo November India Papa. We're going to depart runway 28, fly runway heading, and we'll turn left here to pick up, go direct Evans. Now we're probably not going to go this little funky route. We'll just connect Evans to Jaja and continue on. The weather at Jacksonville seems to be okay, no problem. Then we will come in to let's see here, Joe Williams Meridian. We'll probably amend this route too. We don't need to go all the way around like this. Anyways, we'll come in. No instrument approaches there, but conditions there are VFR, light winds, good visibility, so no problems there. We'll come in and conduct a visual approach to runway 14. Alright, we do have some thunderstorms in the vicinity on departure. No ice, no turbulence, that looks okay. Yep, so should be good to go. The distance for this flight is 565 miles. Estimated time en route is 1 hour and 28 minutes. So all of that is looking good. Alright, let's go back into our flight deck. 12.4 is our fuel. That seems a little high. Let's look at what we got there for fuel. Block fuel. Oh yeah, 13.4. Okay, so another 1,000 pounds. We should be good to go. Yep, almost done. Boarding. Go ahead and put transponder to TARA just for VATSIM. Radio check. Just do a radio check, see if anybody's there. Probably nobody's there. It's early. Monday morning, Labor Day. Alright, let me go to performance, takeoff. 132. Let me run a quick calculation, make sure we have enough runway here. Let's see. Let's do a quick calculation.
Hi, Captain. Boarding is completed.
Thank you. Yep, that is correct. So latest we can reject is 5,177, so that's about a little over midfield. Okay. So we are okay. Go ahead and close this door. Make sure we're tracking.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking. My name is Martin, and with First Officer Iqbal, we will have the pleasure of leading today's flight. We will soon start taxiing to the runway. The flight should take place on time. Please listen to the cabin crew's instructions during the flight. Thank you, and have a smooth flight.
Alright, yep, so we need to turn on our crash damage. Now we can start tracking. Alright, beacon on.
Cabin crew, doors on flight and cross-check.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
We now ask for your full attention as the cabin crew demonstrates the safety features of this aircraft.
Alright, engine 1 is good. Go engine 2.
This aircraft is equipped with 4 main emergency exits, each of them marked with a red exit sign. 2 at the front of the cabin, 2 at the rear of the cabin. There are also 2 emergency exits to the wings of the plane in the middle of the plane. Please take a few moments now to locate the nearest exit. In some cases, the nearest exit may be behind you. If you need to evacuate the plane, full-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. To unfasten the seatbelt, insert the metal part into the buckle. It can be adjusted using the end of the
Watching
belt.
ITT.
To open the belt, lift the outside of the buckle. In the event of a sudden drop in cabin pressure, the individual oxygen masks will automatically fall out of the panel above your heads. If this happens, please stay seated and pull the mask firmly to start the flow of oxygen. Please put it firmly over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Although the bag does not fill with air, the flow of oxygen occurs automatically. If you are traveling with a child or someone who needs help, put the mask on yourself first and then help the other person. The life jacket is located under your seat or in the panel above your heads. In the unlikely event
Alright. Let's do our flight controls check. Full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral, and we can start our taxi. Jacksonville Navy, Embraer Pilot Club 6, taxiing to runway 28 via Bravo Alpha, Jacksonville Navy. We gotta turn around here, go flaps 2. That's interesting sound. Yeah, look at that. Water comes over right over there.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secured and ready for departure.
Thank you. Alright, let's arm our takeoff mode. Go to Bravo and then Alpha. Alright, we got flaps 2. There's Bravo.
Take off, okay.
Alpha to the right. Past the tower here. Jacksonville Navy, Embraer Pilot Club 6, taking runway 28 for an IFR departure to the west.
Approaching runway 28.
Jacksonville Navy.
Entered runway 28. 8,300 feet remaining.
Final looks clear. That's 3-2. Where's 28? It's 28 right there.
Cabin crew, be ready for departure.
Alright, so that's 28. Stop here momentarily. Arm auto throttle. Looks good. Check, make sure everything's good here. Looks good. Alright, let me get rid of the camera. Enable our tracking. Pull up. Take off. Check. Positive rate.
Airborne time lock.
Gear up. AP on. Make that slight left turn. Flaps 1.
Class Delta in 4.1 miles.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the seatbelt warning lights turn off. For your safety and comfort, we also suggest that you keep your seatbelts fastened throughout the flight in case unexpected turbulence.
Flap 0. And we're gonna go direct Evans, nav. Well, this was definitely a good departure. Except we never turned off APU. Now we're passing 10,000 feet. We can turn the lights off. Go 270. On the speed. Yeah, the managed speeds kind of work funky, I think, right now. Probably better to use selected mode. Alright, we'll get rid of the HUD. Everything else looks good here. Alright, so after Evans, we'll go to mice. I don't need this funky route.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will soon launch our onboard service, offering hot and cold drinks as well as a meal or snack. Please read the onboard menu. If you have a food allergy to any of the ingredients, please inform the cabin crew. At the same time, we kindly inform you that the preferred payment method is payment by card. Thank you.
Go back into managed mode. I will go to radio, go 1228, 1215 here. Bye-bye, Jacksonville. Hey, Steve. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Thank you for popping in the stream.
Climbing through transition altitude.
All right, barrow to standard 3 times. And we can kill the seatbelt signs. Alright, tell you what, we're gonna go to heading mode. Alright. So we'll go ahead and go direct here and nav. Alright, there's our iPad here. Alright, Steve, you joined TPC yesterday. Thanks for having me. 1 day of flying left, then out for work, or out for work for a week and a half before home to fly again. Oh, week and a half, gotcha. Yeah, I understand. Alright, well, welcome to the club. Thank you for joining. I hope you will enjoy the club. All that weird flickering here, huh? Alright, let's go to this view here. Leave you guys in that view for a little bit. I'll go chat with the cabin crew, and I will be right back. I am available in comments, though. Alright, we're back on flight deck. Reached our cruise level.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just reached cruising altitude. The entire flight is carried out in accordance with the submitted flight plan. The weather at the destination airport should be good. Do not expect any disruptions during the rest of the flight. However, it is recommended to keep your seatbelts fastened in case of unexpected turbulence.
Alright, let's get our destination charts onto our EFB. Alright, we're not going with 32, we just need a taxi chart, I guess. There's no approach there. Alright, everything's looking good here. Let's check out our tracker. Pretty good. What was the problem with the taxi? Taxi lights on. No, we did turn them on. Alright, pattern altitude is 1500. One 118,475. Is our CTAF, so we'll put that in. Everything's looking good here. Let's go look at our plates. Approach. Joe Williams. there. Let's look at our chart here. Come in on 14, 8,000 feet, no problem. At 3003. All right, making progress, making progress. Alright, I guess it's a good time for us to talk about the TPC Charters Fall 2024 event. Let me pull up the blog post. So, out of thin air is our TPC Charters Airline Fall 2024 event. This event will test your skills with short and narrow fields along with windy and high density altitude conditions. This event here is for the duration of the month of September, and it will take you to the Smokies and the Rockies. You can read all the details on thepilotclub.org, and you can, I believe, still register for the event here. You do have to be a member of TPC Charters Airline, so there are things about that. Here are the airports. So it's going to be released in 2 waves. Wave 1 is active right now. For GA, there's some flying in the Smokies and then in the Rockies. And then for the airliners, similar, you have Wave 1, there's 5 airports to fly there. If you want to join TPC Charters Airline, here's the website. Pretty cool. Yeah, so that's that. And just to kind of go over the TPC website there, we did resume our weekly video podcast, TPC Hangar. It's episode 107, been released last night for this week. We have our blog, of course. We have our giveaway, which is closing, or I think it's closed, and the winner will be announced in a few days. We have our company perks program. Here you can find our upcoming events. As you can see, we do have a lot of flights. And just a side note, here Sunday Funday flights are now resumed, starting this upcoming Sunday. They were on a little summer break for August. We do have our airplanes and coffee coming up this coming Saturday. It's every Saturday at 2. No, it's not every Saturday at 2. It's first Saturday of the month, so we have to update this. Alright, we got our training program, of course, to get your free flight sim training. You can learn more about that here. Our virtual airline I talked about already, TPC Charters. Have our member picks featured here from our Instagram. Do have our monthly screenshot contests. And of course our recent streams here. can get some partner discounts if you're a member of TPC. You can also get some merch and represent the club, and we do have our partners here. So pretty neat. Alright, everything's going well here. Let's see. Vulcan, Herschen. Yeah, we'll probably do a little shortcut there too. See how we're doing on our profile. Yep. Still doing all right. Kind of a uneventful flight, so that's all right. We like that. We had some excitement yesterday when we almost stalled out on takeoff. But we saved it. We got it figured out. And we also know what the issue was. It wasn't us. It was a bug, since this Embraer E190 is early release by FSS. It does have some bugs and unfinished stuff, so well, that's what we got to deal with. Alright, so we got about 30 minutes remaining of the flight, 30-40, so we'll go to our performance. Start kind of looking at our performance here, runway heading, what we're landing. We're landing 1-4. It's 135. Landing temperature last reported is 22, and the wind is 40 at 3. It's going to be flap 5, cap 1, no ice, and here we are. Our approach speed is 137. So we'll probably do 145. Start our descent probably in about 50 miles or so. 200 miles from destination. This is direct distance, so it's not gonna show correctly. We can probably start a descent sooner. Alright, so let me figure this out. So we'll go to 11,000 is our initial. And I tell you what, we'll start the descent now. At 1,000 feet per minute. Alright, let's do this shortcut here. We're gonna go to heading mode, and we'll shortcut it here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just started our descent. Please stay seated. Our onboard service will soon walk through the cabin to collect unnecessary waste.
Let me do our landing calculation here. I'm gonna land 1-4, 8,000, flaps 5. Yep, that looks pretty good. So we can do 140. Yeah, maybe 143 for our approach speed. Alright, so we're continuing our descent here. We're going direct destination. A little over 100 miles to destination there. Yeah, 130 or so. Descending at a comfortable rate of descent of 1100 per minute. And we're going to execute a visual approach there for runway 14. We'll keep an eye on the weather. It's not been updated for quite a while. Alright, Steve, PC-12 is your aircraft of choice. That's great. Yep. Nice. So you're getting into the E-jets. Yeah, they're awesome. Yep, another good transition into airliners is Citation CJ4. But you're going the E-jets route too, and E-jets have the cargo version of It's 190, so that's pretty neat. Failed at retirement. Yeah, I got you, Steve. Yeah, it's alright. That's pretty cool, though, being a truck driver for Corvette race team. I love the new, what is it, C8? Love that Corvette. Would love to get it, maybe later. Alright, let's see, everything's looking good for us. What happened to our music? Oh, it's back on. Okay, good. Checking all the systems, everything's looking good here. Yeah, I was gonna say, Steve, I can't wait for custom FMS on this E190. It quickly became my favorite aircraft. Just it's a little different. It's very nice, nicely modeled. It's a pleasure to fly manually. Just really well done. Just needs custom FMS. I don't even care about VNav in particular. Give me a good flight plan manager in the FMS instead of the Asobo mess, and I'll be all set. I can do VNav manually, but it will have VNav. So we're fairly heavy this morning, so we'll need to make sure that as we execute our approach, we hit the numbers, we hit the marker. It's only 8,000 foot runway, so we don't want to do a runway overrun. Let's see, Steve, reading your comment here about C8 GT. In iRacing, yeah. Cool. Well, welcome to the flight sim world, and welcome to TPC. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. I've been in flight sim for a very long time, maybe 2 decades, and I love it. Especially considering how far we've come with flight sim. I love FS2020. Certainly use it as a sim, not a game. Nothing against folks who use it as such, but myself and at TPC, we prefer maximum realism. Really enjoy flying and doing the procedures and communicating on VATSIM, etc. So that is that. Go back to 1,000 feet. All right, we're looking good. see how we do in the pattern on this landing. Yep, very good. So yeah, following realistic procedures, flying the plane correctly. It's a great feeling when you do a flight on VATSIM, for example, part of our events or just on your own, and everything works well and you did all the procedures correctly and communication, etc. It's really good. Yeah. Magenta line can be dangerous. The weather's not been updated still. Okay, we're gonna go with what we got. Alright, so this here is going to be our 10-mile final, so that's going to be our downwind. That's where we're going to turn base right there. I want to set up for a nice 10-mile final. Give us enough room. So to answer your question, Steve, I mean, for the most part, the FS2020 real-world weather is fairly accurate. It's synthesized weather, so it takes into the account local METARs, surrounding area. It's done by Meteor Blue. For the most part, I found it fairly accurate. At times, though, it can get a little tricky, but you know, with wind direction, wind changes. I mean, in the real world, you'll encounter a similar situation. The METAR sometimes can be off. It all depends, but I found it for the most part, the weather to be okay. Now, I can tell you this here in our situation. So Meridian here, Joe Williams field, has not updated their weather in over 2 hours. It's still showing 40 at 3. It very well may be from a different direction, a different strength. So we don't know, but I think that's what it should be in the sim. So we'll certainly take a look at that. Luckily we have, you know, indications here for the wind as we come in for landing, so we can take a look and see what's happening there. I do know that there's been a good improvement on the real world weather in FS2020 compared to, say, a year ago, 2 years ago, or even 3 years ago. It is much more accurate now. Alright, we're about 50 miles from destination. You know, it's kind of going to be a kind of old school situation here. We're going to fly downwind for 1-4. Hopefully take a look at the windsock. If the winds are bad at the surface or not good for 1-4, then we'll execute left turn and come in for left traffic 32. But doing this pattern circuit here will give us that opportunity to overfly on the downwind and check the conditions. I mean, for airliners, it's not going to be as important unless it's clearly huge winds. We just kind of take note of that, and you know, if we're landing with a little bit of a tailwind, we'll increase our speed a little bit. That's all right. Alright, so 3003 is what we want to be at. So (3003). Let me check if it gives us mismatch indication on this one. Should. It used to give a warning here when the captain side and the first officer side didn't match. I don't see it now. Alright, anyways, 30. Let me see if it needs to be much different. Yeah, there's the altitude warning right there. Okay. Has to be much different. Okay, 3003, we got that set. I will just line up here. I was going to do I'm not going to see the windsock. I realize, I mean, this is not GA. We're not going to be that close. We'll keep an eye on our PFD. So I'm going to go ahead and line up for kind of a parallel run here, sort of an extended downwind in a way. Yeah, ForeFlight is awesome, but yes, it's not cheap. I use both, as you can see in the aircraft, in the AFB. I have Navigraph, and I love it. They brought a lot of good features to it this year, but I still love my ForeFlight, though. It is an amazing tool. Alright, I don't see any aircraft in the vicinity on the radar, but anyways, we'll switch to CTAF now, and we'll monitor 1228. Let's go to performance, landing, 139. Alright, so 145 I think is going to be good. Yeah, 145. So we'll do that. Get rid of the iPad here. Our pattern altitude is, well, I'll just tell you we'll go 3,000. Maybe that's the airfield right there. Turn the belts on. That's an interesting thing here. What is that? Huh. That's a C-Ray target range complex. Okay, interesting. Alright, we'll go ahead and make this turn here. That's our sort of a base turn. go 270 on the speed. I will go 260. And we'll go 250 on the speed as we approach 10,000 feet. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn on our lights and sterile cockpit. Go speed 240. Go through some clouds here. Go 230. To be much lower though. Start our turn to 140. We'll go 210. Yep, there's the airfield. Alright, let's activate approach speeds. We're kind of high. Let's go flaps 1. Yeah, we are very high. We're down. Nope, it's not gonna work probably, so let's go 3,000. and we'll just overfly. So certainly came in too high, didn't realize. Joe Williams traffic, Embraer Pilot Club 6, 4 miles to the northwest, overflying the field to come in left traffic for 14, we're at 4,000. Joe Williams. Alright, yep, that's the field.
Class Delta below.
I don't see the windsock, but anyways. Yeah, we're okay. And we'll go ahead and make that left traffic. Kind of a little bit of unorthodox flying, but that's alright. We'll make this happen, guys. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn downwind. Alright, let's get rid of the camera so we can have you guys focus on my actual flying. Let's go flaps 2. Alright, let's go ahead and turn. Joe Williams traffic, Embraer Pilot Club 6. Turning left base for runway 14, Joe Williams. Alright, let's go flaps 3.
Cabin crew, seats for landing.
Alright, we'll go flaps 4. We'll turn 14. Joe Williams traffic, Embraer Pilot Club 6, turning 8 mile final 14, 3000. Joe Williams. Alright, and flaps 5. Cut a little short, that's alright. Alright, autopilot off. Auto throttle off. Still came in a little high. Let's get on profile. Yeah, wind's okay.
1 mile final runway 14.
Yeah, we'll make this happen. We're fine.
Landing time locked.
Manual braking. Yeah. Look at that long landing. Oof. Yeah, that was not pretty. We came in high the second time for some reason. Gotta stay on it. Should have stayed on it. That's alright. Flap 0, we're gonna exit here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination airport. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated and fasten your seatbelts until the captain turns off the seatbelts fastened signal. The use of electronic devices is only possible after turning off the seatbelt warning.
Joe Williams, traffic, Embraer Pilot Club 6, clear of 1-4, taxiing to the terminal. Last call, Joe Williams. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna turn on our APU. Alright, let's see what rate we got, just out of curiosity. Alright, not too bad, 188, we'll take it. Oh, we didn't have a HUD. I totally forgot. Man. I will go ahead and stop here. Nav lights off. These lights off. We can turn the engines off.
Engine off, time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
Cabin doors on manual cross-check.
Alright, that should be good to go. That's it. Alright guys, we made it. Was not pretty, but we got it done. Alright, let's take a look at what we got here. Smooth landing. Oh yeah, we got it. What was the landing speed? 142. Yeah, a little bit higher than what we're supposed to do, right? Yeah, that was kind of a mad dash to the runway. But that's alright. Performance. Yeah, a little higher. That's okay. A lot of FedEx aircraft around here. Take a screenshot here. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed the stream. And we'll see you guys on the stream next time. See you!